Hey everyone, hope you're doing great today. I'm doing pretty well, although it's kind of dreary out, and I was really hoping for a nicer day for this white cat suit. But it was, it's what I planned, so I went with it. I got told by a couple of folks that I was like getting kind of dark lately, with all the super apocalypse stuff and whatnot. So today, I'm your doomsday angel. That's just all there is to it. I got a couple of updates. I'll do those first, and then I'm going to talk about the outfit. So I'll come second, since the updates were first. So I kicked off a Patreon. I've put up some of my videos. I'm going to put up a couple more photos on it today as well. I have 2 tiers. That was a total blonde moment. I swear. How many tiers do I have? 2 tiers, and the first one is $3 a month. And it pretty much gets you everything. It's going to get you all the extra pics I put up, any extra videos I do, basically everything. And most of it's going to be free anyway. $3 a month is really gets you a couple of extras, and it's kind of like just to, help me, buy some accessories, buy more stuff to clean, straighten wigs. Like all of these things take some time and effort. And I do it because I love it, but I also kind of want to be able to keep expanding the wardrobe and bringing in new, cool, fun styles to try and stuff like that. And people like to challenge me. Like the goth look I did a while back with the feathers and everything, that was a challenge. Someone challenged me to do a goth look, and I had to buy a lot of that stuff because I didn't really have it yet. Now, of course, I can do that, but only so much of the budget can go towards this stuff. So that's why I'm doing the Patreon. But I want to make sure I give enough back that's of value. But I feel like $3 a month is, it's like you're buying me an extra cup of coffee, or something like that. There's also going to be a $10 a month tier. And I haven't really thought too much about what it's going to get. I think what you're going to get to do is you might get to vote on what I buy next. So I might put that out, and only the $10 a month people will get to do that. But it's mostly just to help a girl out, right? And keep me in cat suits. Actually, I think that's what I called it. I think $3 was help a girl out, and $10 was keep me in cat suits. So that's fun. I'm also going to be doing t-shirts and leggings. Doomsday Doll t-shirts and leggings, so folks can really get that. Some of them are going to have my silhouette on them and stuff, and some of them are going to have the character that my daughter drew is going to be on them as well. I might maybe get her to do a couple more Doomsday Doll characters, and I think that could be fun. Maybe even have a contest at some point, and someone else could get a Doomsday Doll character made to look like them, and then that could actually be on some stuff too. Or maybe some will be different styles, like Apocalypse Barbie, and Doomsday Angel and stuff like that. So that's kind of some fun stuff I'm working on there. And of course, I'm still keeping up with the writing. I'm doing 5,000 words a day because I've got a lot of books coming. And it's yesterday I went through them and holy crap, I have so many books coming out. And one of them has to be really long. It's got to be at least bare minimum 100K. And it's tying up so many plot lines that it's probably going to be 120, 150. So I'm actually going to have to move it and suffer the Amazon wrath for doing that because I've already moved it once. And then beg for forgiveness. I have successfully begged for forgiveness 13 times after advancing pre-orders by 30 days. I always made the pre-orders on the second number, but the 13th time they're yeah, I don't think so. But maybe right now, being COVID, I'll get some extra forgiveness. I mean, I'm not really affected by it from writing, other than the fact that it's changed my schedule, and I'm a creature of habit when it comes to writing. I like to write in the same place, at the same time, and do the same things. And I just really finally gotten into my groove writing at the Staples I was at. They have an office in the back of Staples. It's got a cafe and all sorts of stuff. And then I had to come back home, and there's just extra brain space is taken up by being in the middle of a global pandemic. Who would have thought, right? So, but anyway, the Patreon. I'm not going to limit a lot. Everything that I kind of put up on Facebook now, I'm going to keep putting up on Facebook because I want to share it with everybody. That's the funnest part of this, is sharing it all with everybody. The other stuff is just to make a little bit of extra scratch on the side and to help offset the fact that I should be writing right now, right? I should be writing right now, and instead of making a video talking to everybody else. But I don't know, that really, for me, that really, in our family we call it filling your tank. And it really does help fill my tank to do that. So I'm going to keep doing it. By the way, I'm in our sunroom right now, which I can only show you a tiny swath of, because in the wintertime, the sunroom becomes the storage room for all the outdoor stuff and whatnot. So there's bikes and all sorts of other stuff right here that you can't see. It's actually not as bad as it's been a lot of other winters. Some winters, it's so loaded with stuff, there's no floor space. And I can actually move one umbrella and actually have enough room to do aerobics or something in here right now, which is a miracle. So yeah, and so that's what I got going on. The Patreon. I'm also putting all my daily videos up on YouTube as well, so that if you some people like they don't want to go to Facebook quite that much, or it's hard to find things in Facebook. So I'm gonna have them all on YouTube. So if you subscribe to me there, subscribe and you got to ring the bell, because if you don't ring the bell, it doesn't give you notifications. So subscribe and ring the bell, and you get notifications about my new videos. I do put some fashion videos up there. They're kind of just silly, just me walking. And I kind of take them actually because I'm trying to practice my walk. So I'm taking these pictures of me walking, and I watch how I walk afterwards. Because I do have a tendency to hold my arms out wider and swing them. I'm just trying to work on not doing that. I'm kind of just pulling myself in and presenting a more slender silhouette. And then I just kind of make a couple of cuts of them and put them up as well. So that's up there. So, and I'm going to be doing some more philosophy videos up on YouTube, where I do like these longer videos where I talk about like some sort of philosophical thing. I should say I wax philosophical. I am in no way trained or anything to you know, I hold no credentials whatsoever in philosophy. Everything I've learned is from the school of hard knocks, as they say, or the school of like kind of a fantastic life. I mean, I always look at my life and I think, you know, yeah, I've had adversity, I've had hard times, and I struggled a lot, but I've always been able to take care of myself and take care of my family. I mean, there was that one time we were bankrupt and homeless, so I guess there's that. But you know, I came out of it, and I kind of look at my life and I'm like, you know, this has been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where I am. But I think a lot of that has been me learning to be content with what I have. Like, we have a relatively small house, you know, we've only got one car. We do have a nice pool. That counts for a lot. And a lot of catsuits and a lot of leggings, which is nice too. But, you know, we don't really need to have a lot of stuff. We're not great with money, mind you. Jill and I love to spend. We love to shop. But we don't I don't know. I need to evaluate that more on my own, kind of think about that. But, where was I going with all of this? Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Where I mentioned I went to the school of hard knocks, but sometimes I don't really feel like I did. But I guess in a way, like, I never went to college because our family didn't have enough money for me to go to college, and the things I wanted to learn in college they weren't teaching, because I wanted to learn more advanced things than they were teaching at that time. I was into computer networking at the time. Not because it was kind of weird. I always wanted to be a writer, but I was also really good with computers. So everybody just told me I should do computers, so I did. And I've actually always really enjoyed it. There's actually a lot of creativity and problem solving that I enjoy in computers, but I've always, you know, wanted to be a writer. But yeah, so I didn't go to college because they were teaching outdated stuff. I couldn't find any colleges that were teaching what was going to be new, which was like this newfangled thing in networking and business systems called Windows. Ever heard of that? They weren't teaching that at the time. They were teaching Novell NetWare for all the networking and stuff like that, and not even a lot of businesses weren't even using Windows Workstation or anything like that. So yeah, so I didn't do it. I learned it all on my own and whatnot. So that is kind of how I learned things. I'm one of those people that learns a lot better on my own, following my interests, and it's kind of where life has taken me at this point. So not to diss anyone who learns other ways. Some people learn better through instruction, through like reading textbooks and listening to lessons and stuff like that. And I can learn that way. It's just not my favorite way to learn. I have rambled on for 8 minutes now, and you're like, dear God, Mel, we came here to look at your fabulous outfit. What are you wearing today, Mel? So today I'm wearing a white catsuit from Fashion Nova. I'll include the link. It has a gold zipper that just goes down to right about the navel, and so because of that, I don't have a lot of pieces I could use to pull together multiple colors, so I did all of my other stuff as gold as well. So I'm wearing this gold necklace that kind of sits right along the neckline. I probably could have actually pulled it up a little bit and had that kind of come together higher, but it's the only thing that's really the same kind of gold I have that matches. And of course, I love this gold collar. I wear this a lot, actually. I find it to be really comfortable too, and also because I have to do foundation on my neck because I shave my neck and it kind of gets like a bit of a razor burn. Most of the hair on my neck's white, so you wouldn't see it as it comes in, but it's still it does still sort of alter the texture and whatnot. So I actually, when I do foundation, I have to, like, you know, most women, they blend down to about right here with their foundation. I have to blend all the way down here, and on a white outfit like this, if I blend all the way down onto my chest, the foundation will get on a white catsuit like this, and you'll take it off, and it's just kind of like yellow through here. So wearing something like this allows me not to have to bring down the foundation, the blending quite as much, which is nice. And it came with this matching bracer of power. So I'm wearing that. And then this wig, I love this wig. Although I spent like half an hour trying to straighten this wig today because it gets really behind, especially back behind the neck. It really starts to like basically turn into a rat's nest. And with wigs, you basically have to. I just said the word basically like 9 times in a row. I am truly channeling this wig. You have to like soak it in the magic solution, which is 1 part fabric softener and 5 parts water. But you have to make sure you use like non-scented fabric softener, otherwise everybody in your house is just going to die when you basically pull out this wig that just reeks of fabric softener, because all the individual follicles, strands of hair are all evaporating the stuff all at once, and you just like it just creates this cloud, this odorous cloud. You would have to like pour the entire bottle out normally to get that much of a smell. So yeah, scent-free fabric softener. I think it said odor-free before. I think you probably always want odor-free fabric softener. I'm just going out on a limb there, right? So the necklace is from Paparazzi. It's from my friend Julie Valenti's, Julie Zen's. I don't know why I get her name wrong. So I am the worst with names. I really thank all of you for being better with names than I am. I really appreciate that. Julie Zen. And she has a page called Rock and Roll Bling Wishes, and that's where she sells a lot of this jewelry from. And this is like a $5 necklace, so it's a great way to sort of bulk up on a lot of necklaces. The belt that I'm wearing, it's white with gold. It's got like these 2 little hooks here, just in case you're in the middle of the apocalypse and you need to kind of hook anything on. And it has these 2 pouches. And this pouch is great for fitting a phone in. This will fit a phone in perfectly, and you can actually fit your credit cards and stuff like in that one really well too. So when you're making those calls during the apocalypse, and you need your credit cards handy in the apocalypse, you got to hit that ATM to get some money so you can get some more zombie ammo. You totally need that. And then I've also got these boots. Yes, we did our flooring recently, so you can see it. I'm wearing some white leggings underneath just because otherwise you could kind of just it was too see-through. But yeah, these boots are great. These are from Just Fab. And I think they got like a 4-inch heel. They zip up. They're a little more brass than gold, but I figure there's enough distance between the boots and the rest of me that you really can't see that difference between the brass and the gold. So that's the whole outfit. Oh, and while I was taking my pictures, I was wearing this metal belt, and I love the way this metal belt looks, and I don't like the way this metal belt feels because it's a metal belt and it has no stretch whatsoever. It will cut into you. I kind of put on a little bit of weight actually kind of put it on before COVID. It was largely when I started working at Staples because I had jelly beans in this dish, and I ate the jelly beans a lot. And I gained like 10 pounds from those jelly beans. And I'm still working it off. But I was like up to like 205 pounds for a little bit recently. And luckily I'm tall, so I can kind of spread that out. And I think I have like, I don't know, these are like solid muscle or something like that because it should be larger for how much I weigh. My goal is to get down to 180. I'm actually considered obese if I'm like over like 182 or something crazy like that. So I'm like currently obese. Would you believe it? I make obese look amazing. So, but yeah, when I'm around like 180, this thing isn't so bad because it doesn't quite cut in as much. But once I'm up over 180, it's not nearly as comfortable. So, oh, and of course, for today's shoot, I had my trusty airsoft. It's kind of like a Desert Eagle-ish. I mean, it's supposed to be a Desert Eagle. I don't know how exactly true it is. I've never put this side by side with another Desert Eagle. And then I also had one of my prop swords that I originally got for Deadpool, which is like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like the cheapest metal you could possibly imagine. If it was any good, it would ring. You would hear like a ding, but there's no ding. You would hit someone with this once, and it would break, and that would be it. So, if there's a zombie coming at you, go for a stabbing motion. Don't slice. It's not going to make it. Of course, once you stab in there, you get stuck in the ribs, you're going to bend it trying to get it out. So basically, you got one shot with this thing. This thing actually fires like little pellets. So maybe if you like, you could get them right in the eye a bunch of times in a row, you could actually stop some zombies with this. But otherwise, you're screwed. All right, so that's the costume thing. Wow, where did I get all the schmutz on myself from? Where did all that come from? Weird. Maybe it was like, maybe I kind of scooped it up with this or something like that. But I was just look down. I'm just loaded with schmutz. That's the downside to wearing white. It looks fabulous for like an hour or so, depending on where you are. And afterwards, you're like, wow, there are so many little stains on this thing now. Like, Out of my hip. Like, where did all that come from? My goodness. What's going on here? It's crazy. I'm fine. I really am. All right, I have to get back to the words. I have a book that 60K, it's got to hit 80K, and it's got to hit 80K kind of like tomorrow-ish. So we're going to give that our best shot. Oh, wow. That's going to be exciting. How am I going to get... I have to get that thing proofed a second time and get my readers to all go through it by Tuesday. Well, at least everybody's just hanging out at home. They're going to get right to reading that thing. I guess that's how that's going to go. All right. I clearly have to get to work. So I will talk to all of you tomorrow. Bye-bye.